Hi, my name is Greg McLeod, and it's great to be with you, having you here for the Renko Basics. And the reason many of you are here is because you filled out the survey, a short survey. I want to thank you for being part of that survey, and it's very good to be with you today on the 19th of November 2014. And let's go ahead. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get to the risk disclosure. Make sure you understand all the risks associated with foreign exchange trading. And we'll go ahead and talk about Renko. Now, Renko is a form of Japanese charting, and it filters out the noise and wicks, and are basically they're based solely on price without time. Renko clearly indicates support and resistance, can be used to confirm trends, or it can be traded on their own. Again, if you've ever been stopped out of a trade only to have it move in your direction that you originally thought, or do you have trouble recognizing trend direction? And if you answered yes to any of these questions, you realize that Renko you may be a candidate to trade with Renko charts. And this will give you an example. This is an example by one of our members of the Forex Paydays trading club, and he did one using. This is a recent example of the Euro Kiwi. Now with Renko bricks, they're not time based, unlike your candlestick charts, unlike your line charts and bar charts. Now remember, line charts were the things that we had many years ago. Then bar charts tell us some more information. They give us the open, high, low, and close. So they give us a three-dimensional view of price. And then in 1990s, a man by the name of Steve Nissen introduced candlestick charts to the Western world. Now, candlestick charts, Japanese candlestick charts, have been around since the 1600s. The rice traders in Japan charted the price of rice using candlesticks, and that's we've used candlesticks. And so Steve Nissen said, saw how the Japanese traders were really killing the market. They were really doing really well. So what's their secret? What is their ancient secret? And it turned out to be these candlesticks. And when he wrote his definitive book on candlestick charting and brought it into the, I was trading in 1995, and you just didn't see candlesticks. I mean, I remember drawing these charts by hand using lines, looking for open, high, low, and close, and plotting them on a piece of graph paper. So I've been trading for a long time. I've been actually trading for 20 years. I'm a 20-year veteran. In fact, 8 of those years were spent working for the large Forex broker in the world. And so I was able to, to bring some of my experience and things there. So now, Steve Nissen also brought Renko as well. When he went to Japan, he brought back these Renko charts. The Renko didn't catch on because they're not time based. So they, candlesticks had high, low, and close, and and so some of the patterns like inside day and engulfing and outside day were kind of synonymous. So it was easy to make that transition. But Renko, on the other hand, was not based on time. It is based on price action. And a lot of you guys are price action traders, and you like price action. These are like the ultimate in price action, because based on the size of the brick, based on the predetermined size of the brick, Renko means brick. Okay, you can have a 10 pip brick. So a new brick will not be formed unless price has moved 10 pips in one direction. Okay, and if it moves 10 pips in the upward direction and stays there for and then then we get a brick, a blue brick, in this case blue. And if it falls 10 pips, then we get a red brick. And if it's only moved 7 pips, we don't get a brick at all. Now this is very powerful, because sometimes in the candlestick charts, what you'll see is you might see a doji on Sunday. Then you'll see another doji, and another doji, and another doji. And what will happen is the pattern will become elongated. So maybe if you're looking for double tops or double bottoms or inverted head and shoulders, those patterns are stretched out, because even though price has not changed, price will go ahead and what they'll do is they'll just go ahead and pop a doji in there, whether price has actually moved or not. With Renko, that is not the case. Price will only be recorded unless it moves to a new high water mark or a new low watermark that's preset. So you can have 10 pip bricks, you can have 30 pip bricks, you can have, you can take the average daily range of a currency pair and say, okay, the average range is 100 pips. So, hey, I'm going to want a brick that's 100 pips tall, and I'm not going to get involved in the market or look at it until it moves another brick or another 100 pips is being made. Now, if you do see a new brick made and a new high, hey, we want to buy new highs and breakouts all the time. So looking at something like this is a lot different than looking at another type of chart. So again, every brick is the same size, unlike candlesticks, and a new brick is drawn one brick below or above the brick above it. Bricks that are adjacent never overlap. Every brick starts where the previous brick ends. Traders can specify the size of the bricks in pips. In the example, we have a distance of the pips and bricks. In fact, Khan is in the room from Cowtown. He's holla. This is his chart that I snagged because he made some pips on a double bottom here that you can see in the Renko. Okay, price can move above and below the previous brick until the minimum. So you can draw trend lines on this. You can attach things like that. Now, many of you are using the FXCM platform, and I'm going to actually bring that up. I'm going to bring up the chart and show you how to actually. Okay, this is a chart here. Now, this is a typical price chart, and you can see it's very noisy. There's lots of stuff going on here, and you probably can't see it. Let me go ahead and share my screen with you. Let me go ahead and give me a moment while I switch over. I'm going to share. And so now we should have, there we go. You should be able to see my chart and some other things possibly maybe. So this is MarketScope, so you're pretty familiar with that. And let me go ahead and stretch this out a bit. Hopefully we can get this out. Okay. Now, notice the pattern. Just look at these wicks and look at all that. If you got long here and it wicked down, now this is how the Aussie dollar on a daily looks. Lots of zigzags. I've got some trend lines, but let me go ahead and remove everything. Let's go ahead and clear this out. I'm gonna go to chart elements, remove elements. I'm gonna remove all the elements. Okay, and remove all. Boom, clean chart. And that's especially around in here, that's kind of messy. Okay. Now, if you're using the FXCM MarketScope charts, I'm going to show you. Now, I use the charting package. I don't trade with FXCM, but however, we can still make use of the charts. And let me show you. Go File, and if you want to find out who I trade with, you can email me at greg@forexpaydays.com. I'll tell you who I trade with. But I'm just using this because a lot of people use MarketScope and use FXCM, and so we want to use whatever. I want to teach you something that's going to help you. So we want to go create a view. Okay, create a view. This is how we get Renko. Create a view. Okay, so you want to follow my instructions. So you create a view, and if you go to my YouTube channel, I show you how to do it too. Then we go to, you have choice of Kaji, point and figure, and Renko. Okay, so what create a view does, it creates a separate environment or a separate world within MarketScope which responds to Renko. So the indicators work. If you just add Renko to it, you're going to have all kinds of issues. So Renko, a chart where a new brick is added only when price moves up or down by more than a predefined amount. So we're going to click that, and we're going to click OK. And now you have a Renko chart properties. Okay, I'm gonna make a separate chart of the Australian dollar so we can compare, because I really like Aussie dollar short. Love Euro Aussie to the north side. And so the period we're gonna use, we can use 1 hour, and we can use brick size, maybe not 100. Maybe I like to do maybe a 15 pip brick. Okay, now most of the movements we see, we see 8, 9, 10, 11 pip. I might even do like maybe a 12 pip brick. Okay, and date range, what I do from the date to 2/13 till now. Okay, till now. Don't click date from Yeah, leave that unchecked. Okay, and then click OK. And if you do that, there you go. There is your Renko. Now, you probably said, well, gee, Greg, kind of looks like candlesticks. No, let's go ahead and zoom out, zoom out, zoom out, zoom out, zoom out, zoom out. And there we go. Now, you've already set it to 1 hour. I would go down to 1 minute. Let's see if that works. And there we go. Okay. Yeah, go to my YouTube channel, and if you can find the actual YouTube, it's a gray looking one, Holger, that has the installation, how to do it. Because if you just put the Renko plugin on MarketScope, it's not going to work. Okay. Now that you've got, I use the 1 hour so I can get lots of data, but I want to drop to the 1 minute because this is not, remember, you're probably saying, well, Greg, how can we have time if you say Renko is not time-based? It's very important to know that most of the charting packages out there are not designed to work with Renko. You might have to go to an Esignal or a TradeStation or a Ninja or some other type of fee-based service. I think maybe MT4 may have a plugin, but this is the closest that you can come with as far as real time. It's not, because it's not going to it's only going to create a new brick when 1 minute has gone by. Okay, so that's why we're using 1 minute chart. But I said, Greg, I know you're a scalper and stuff, man, but I just can't handle this 1 minute thing. For Renko, you have to put it on 1 minute, or if you have it on 1 hour, what's going to happen is a new brick is not going to form for another hour. Okay, so in the beginning, you want to have it on 1 hour when you load your data, and then drop down to the 1 minute chart, because that is the lowest time frame that you can use that has the less effect on Renko, if you get what I mean. Which means, really, we should get a new brick when price drops. The currently is 86.20. Okay, I think it got as low as 86.15. So we should see a new brick at 86.10. Okay. But however, if this reaches 86.10 and a minute has not gone by, this will lag and will not be real time. So again, this is not real time Renko. This is probably the best solution, a stopgap. Because I do get people saying, Greg, I was in this trade and the price moved like 100 pips and this thing hadn't moved and I lost money. Okay, please understand that MarketScope is not real-time Renko. And as I told people before, complain, write them letters, send them an email, say, hey, we need real-time Renko. Greg says that's what we need, and of course they probably won't listen to you. However, why? Because this is going to keep you in the trend. This is going to basically help you be profitable, and there may be some factors of things that I'm not going to get into that. Anyway, you know where I'm going to go on. But so here we go. Notice that we can just draw a nice trend line along the lows. Blue candles, and each pip, is a 12 pips, 12 pip bricks, 12 pip bricks. Okay, and we can see that now we're here at A615, but notice how the reversals, and these are very key, where price changes color. Okay, where price changes color is very simple. If I'm looking at this and it won't let me scroll, but let's say we're looking here, price comes down and we have this little V, 2 red bars and a blue bar, and now 2. Now I had a system where if I got two blues in a row, I would go ahead and get long. I look at getting long on the blue bar. Okay, so it's very important to have it set this way. To go, for those of you just coming into the room, and hey, we got a nice full room. I want to thank you so much for coming, and please fill out. Thank you for filling out the survey. This is the gift for you guys. You took your time to fill out my survey, and I'm going to take my time to teach you Renko. So thank you so much. So we go to create a view, and then we created our view. Then we chose Renko. then we set our period to 1 hour at first to load the data, because it's going to load all this Renko data, and then we drop it down to the 1 minute chart, because we don't want to wait for an hour for our next Renko bar. We don't want to wait that long. We want to see our next one. Okay, so right now we've got this nice smooth trend. I mean, if you saw this break below support and you got a red brick, it's just real simple. Red brick, sell. Oh, reds equals sell. I don't really, where's my stop going to go? My stop is really simple. Above the last blue brick, so, well, what's this? Well, 12 times 3 each. Let me write this, because a lot of people coming in the room, they probably like, what was he talking about? Each one brick equals 12 pips. Okay, so let me pop that in there. Make that nice and big so you can see it. Okay, a lot of old friends. I know. See Nancy in there. Oh my goodness, and Gareth from Wales. Oh wow, Anthony, Matthew, Dr. Naveen. Oh my goodness, it's Terry. Great to see you. I know Terry. I want to thank Terry, because Terry actually emailed me that he wanted a Renko workshop. I want to recognize Terry with him from the United Kingdom. Big shout out to you. Thanks for doing this, and you were faithful to show up, because it took me a while to answer your email. Okay, and I think he's got something to share too, Terry. That you're very interested in Renko. So big shout out to the capital of Forex. Okay, and so here we go. Nice trend. I mean, would you get out of that? No, it's like, oh, no, I probably wouldn't. You wouldn't get out of that. Now, remember, each brick is 12 pips, so it's not based on time. I know you see, well, Greg, there's time down there. And I'm going to move this down so you can see. My camera's not going to show the time. Okay, so there's time down there. And anybody say, well, Greg, there's time. There is. Oh, let's see, look, and we're breaking even lower. Now, again, I believe this is a nice move to the south side. We continue to move. Nice trend. And guess what? If this does form a blue bar and maybe another one, and then it forms a red one, okay, let me show you what I'm talking about. All right, I'm just going to draw one in there. Just use your imagination. Okay, so this is a blue bar. Oh, a blue bar. Well, maybe I'll get stopped out here. Let's say, you know what? 12 pip stop. I'm out. All right, and let's say I see another blue bar. Okay, another blue bar is formed. Okay, I'm not buying this. This is a downtrend. I'm not going to get involved in this yet. All right, because I got this blue bar. Now let's say the next bar is a red bar. Let me do that again one more time. All right, I'm a little rusty with this. And there we go, red bar. Oh, I got blue bar, red bar. I'm like, that is like telling me that tells me that this is a trend, a little counter trend reversal, and maybe I want to get short with a stop above a swing high. Allows me to get back into the trend. So maybe I've missed this run and say, hey, you know what, I missed it. But next time I see a blue bar here, like we saw here, drop, rally, and that's our evening star formation, but in Renko style. Hey, sexy lady, Renko style. Okay, here we go. Going in Renko style. And then we got another couple of 2 and a drop, couple of 2 and a drop, and we can get short on the close of the candle, place our stop, maybe a couple of pips, but you want to give it a little bit of room for the spread. And I know that they got some narrowed spreads, and we might place our stop just above that, and look for that trend to continue. Okay. Now this is how this looks on Renko. Now let's go back to do we have that's a 5 minute. And okay, this is 5. I want to go to the Aussie dollar again, and let's go to a day chart. Okay. Now, and I'm going to maybe move it over here like that. And so I got one on one side. All right. So there you go. Yeah, you have a choice. Here's your choice. Here, you can trade. Oh, you can trade that, or you can trade this. Okay. Now you can have indicators and things like that. That's the next thing I want to talk to you about. But this is actually kind of this is actually a kind of a nice trend where you can say, oh yeah, look, we're rallying and dropping, and if we broke below the low here, 86.15, that may be something to look for getting short. Okay, so that's the Aussie dollar. Now what we can do is okay, and I think you can ask me questions too. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at some other things. Let's look at if you have a currency pair you want to take a look at, feel free to type it in. Meanwhile, I'll show you how to add some indicators to this if you would like. Like, I love Stochastics, I love my MACD, but if you're just pure price action, this is a really great chart. Let me look at, I'll tell you another interesting pair. I popped it in Twitter if you were following me on Twitter, Euro Aussie. And let's see if it, there, oh, look at that. Woo, look at that. Jerry! There, how you doing, Jerry? Nice to see you in the room. All the way from Chicago, the Windy City, by way of Czechoslovakia. So there you go. Yeah, you can follow me on Twitter if you want to. But I posted that on Twitter. Nancy, yes, we are recording. Yes, we are. Okay. And Renko with Ichimoku. Now you're just getting you're getting all Japanese now. We'll put a little wasabi on there too. I have not. Renko is a good standalone. You can add other things to it. But I think it's such a great standalone. I mean, can you see that? This is an inverted head and shoulders. Can you see that? Maybe you'll say, Greg, I don't see that, Greg. You're always saying stuff that I don't see. Well, let's look at that as a shoulder. And okay, there's a left shoulder. And this is our head. Okay. And kind of a right shoulder. So it's kind of a Quasimodo, And then we got a nice neckline, right? We're going to draw a neckline across there's a neckline. Whoops, there's a neckline. So look, shoulder, head, shoulder, neckline, connecting the neckline. And look, one candle break, boom, rally out, come back to retest, break to the north side. I mean, like, you're probably looking at this like, why didn't I trade that? You're probably punching yourself in the shoulder. You're like, hey guy, why did you buy that? Greg just showed me that looks very simple. And now in here it's not. Now, if the trend is messed up, Renko is not going to straighten it out. Okay, so Renko takes if we have an existing trend, you may use your strong weak analysis. You may prices above the 100 moving average or the 34 moving average. Once you identify the strong, the strong trend, apply that, then apply your Renko. Okay, but a lot of people they'll see this consolidation, the zigzag sideways consolidation, and then they'll get whipped around red, blue, red, blue, red, blue, red, blue, red, blue, and say, oh, this stuff doesn't work. You have to start with a strong trend. Once you start with a strong trend, now let me show you what this looks like on a regular price chart. Okay, this is Euro Aussie on a daily. All right, and look a big difference. It's because what happens is some of these candles, there's no action. The market is flat, and so they have to do something. They have to stick a candle in there somewhere, right? They have to stick a candle, but with Renko, since we have 12 pip bricks, a new brick is not formed unless price moves 12 pips either up or down. If price moves 12 pips up, we get a new brick. If it moves 7 pips, no brick. If it moves 4 pips, no brick. And an hour from now, if it only moved 2 pips, no brick. So guess what? We are still here with this brick, and we could be here with this brick for hours, okay, until a new brick is made. Now, sometimes you might see it pulsate or something like that, and you might even see some other people have plugins which have pip bricks with wicks, that's a whole different topic. But would you trade a trend if you got long here at 144.03, which is where I had posted my in Twitter, and if you just just entertain me for a few, follow me for a bit here. We went ahead and if you're not, and it was good for 100 pips if you guys were able to follow that. But so there's that. I said 18 hours ago, Euro Aussie breakout above resistance, guys and gals. Okay, I posted that out there, and did anyone get a piece of Euro Aussie? And then I went ahead and did some Euro Aussie trades using the C Trader platform from Traders Way, and we just killed it. Euro Aussie, Euro Aussie, Euro Aussie, and I didn't get all of it. And once we get that wick 44.30, we got a lot more of that. Okay. Thank you so much. Hounslow says nice work. Okay. So we did with the market depth and Euro Aussie, and that's what we did. We did our damage there. Also, I was trading the roof Tracy, if you guys know from Top Trader, and I was coaching her on that, talking about support and resistance. I was coaching her on that. In fact, she took second last month, and I think she was in the top 10. And so she's one of my coaching students, and so I coach people who make money or who take championships, or at least get in the top 10. And I look forward to coaching and mentoring you as well, because unlike a broker-sponsored education where it's kind of mass-produced, almost kind of a McDonald's kind of thing, I'm focused in on designing a coaching and teaching session which meets your needs and your personality and your lifestyle. And so usually we get some pretty good results after just a few hours of working together. Okay, anyway, enough of that. This is your Aussie. Let's go look at now, you did ask about Ichimoku. Let me go ahead and put that up there because that's a good question. Let's add indicators. We're going to add some indicators. That's the next step. I want to show you how to add some indicators if you need them. Now, a lot of people are just price action, and I salute those price action hardcore people. But sometimes you need a little help. And let's do a little Ichimoku. Let's use standard settings, and there you go. Here is, I'm going to slide this over, and slide that over. And this is Ichimoku. And so now we can see that Ichimoku, was really invented by a Japanese newspaper person, but is basically moving averages, but it gives you this nice visual representation. And you can see how price encountered that. And we can see how price broke. We broke this Kumo cloud, and we got a break, and we are above the cloud. That's how that worked out as well. Now, whether you had the cloud or not, or you just had a trend line, a neckline of an inverted head and shoulders pattern, or if you're using advanced supply and demand zones, like I teach my students supply and demand zones, you basically, they're all saying the same thing. Also, a basic trend line break. Just take a trend across the tops of those Renkos, and look at that. You didn't even have to wait for the neckline. We got a break, but that break probably got you stopped out because price dropped back down to support. But then the break of this neckline really took off. Let's look at another one. I was looking at Euro Pound EG, and let's see if we can load up. EG was looking pretty strong. There you go. There you go. And now we don't see anything as far as the Ichimoku showing up here. We see lines, but I'm not seeing a whole lot going on there. But if this is pretty interesting, because if this uptrend continues, we've got two red candles I'm sorry, candle bricks. They're bricks. We had the bricks, and then we had this 3 brick pattern. This is like a morning star, okay? And then we had this, this old high. So we can use the 1 brick. We broke above that high, and now we're pulling back a little bit, retesting the breakout point. But it's very smooth, very smooth. And Han asks a good question. Let me pop that up. He says that can we add the moving average Renko? Yes, you can. Now you have to use the creative view feature. If not, your moving averages are going to be based on something weird. Now, a system which I had developed and I had popped it uses a 13 period EMA with Renko. So let's go to add indicators, and we're going to add our moving average MVA or EMA. I'm sorry, and we're going to add maybe a 13. And I'm going to make this a little bit thicker so you can see it on your screen. And let's click. Now, I want to show you something. Data source, and see that's see it should be okay on the close, yeah, on the Renko. Okay, see when you set it up as a creative view, it automatically puts Renko in here. If you take a Renko plugin like a Lua from FX Codebase and drop it in and then do it, then you're going to have a problem, because this is going to base the moving average on the high, low, and close of a Japanese candlestick, which is going to be different than a Renko. Because remember, there's time. The time is going to be the factor. Open, high, low, and close is based on time on the candlestick. On the Renko, not supposed to be. And so you get weird looking indicators. So, okay, so there you go. So, let's see if this, I think if I stretch it and does it grow? No. Well, okay. And let's see if it can. Okay. So we did put that 13 there, and we didn't get much. Let me try another. Let's try dollar CAD. Okay. Now dollar CAD is a little bit different. Okay. And let's maybe look at pound yen. Okay, let's see, and let's go there. Oh wow, that's look at that, 184, and we broke to a new high. That's what I wanted to show you. That we broke a new high on that. Okay, so we have, and that's your Ichimoku. Again, it just adds a little bit more. I mean, the whole idea of Renko is kind of like go with less, kind of more zen. And let me just go ahead and remove. Okay. So here is our moving average. Okay. And so here we go. This is, let's say we have our, we're looking for a couple of candlesticks either breaking below the moving average. Okay. I think this is a 13. And then we can look for when we break below the moving average, we can see that we've got a nice signal to get short. We did get a candle above here, but since the trend was down and we wait for the brick to come back down underneath the moving average, that was another short. And then prices continued to fall down. Now, we made this low, and then now price moved up above, and maybe we got 2, maybe wait for like 2 bricks or to get long, and we can see that we've just followed that see how smooth the movement is, and then we could look for maybe a couple of bricks below to get out of the trade, or just use a color change. If we get 2 bricks, we're out. 2 bricks we're in, 2 bricks we're out. We get 2 red bricks, we cut our losses. Like here, only 1 red brick, 1 red brick, 2 red bricks, we get out, and each brick is 12 pips. Now again, you can play with this. You can adjust it for 100. I find 12 pretty useful, and people say, well, is this remember the the price action is dependent. The size of the graph or the distance is based on if price is moving. If it's not moving, then we will get a this won't move. Okay, so let's say we don't move 12 pips for another 30 minutes. Well, we won't get one for 30 minutes. This will be the only brick you'll see, and you will not see another brick till we move 12 more pips. So that keeps you in the trade, and you're not seeing the fluctuation. Now let's take a look at how this looked at as a and let's see if we can we link these together. If I make this a pound yen chart, let's try that. If we go to a pound yen, now I like the moving average, and sometimes you might want to adjust that moving average. Maybe you want to adjust it to here is that's dollar yen. No, I don't want dollar yen. Okay. Let's go to pound yen. Okay. So there we go. So, this is how the two of them compare. And with that big wide move here on the daily chart from 175 to 179, that's a pretty good move. Now we might not see that here. Okay. Yeah, because there was so much consolidation that we didn't even see that. Yeah, I can do that. Yeah. So we can just go through. We can look at Kiwi dollar. And let's have Kiwi. Now Kiwi. Now this was my supply. That was my supply and demand trade there on here. We can see that. Look at higher highs and higher lows. Now once you've got the break above the moving average, each brick is 12 pips. So let's calculate this: 12, 24, 36, 48, 60, 72, 84, and maybe we give 24 back. Okay, so we still walk out with 60 pips. And we moved up here and moved up here. Now we got like once we get past 2 or 3 red candles, I think that's a good way to cut our trade by on the color change. And now here, look at this nice double top, a top, down, and a double top. Okay, we can apply our trend lines. Okay, we can apply a trend line break, and the brick breaking below the moving average is a nice sell area. We can place a protective stop above the previous highs. Okay, 79.71, and if we got in here like 79.33, we got like a 40 pip stop, and we're in it to win it. Nice red move. Now, if you were looking over here somewhere, that we okay, that is, let me stretch that out. Okay. That is a little bit kind of weird looking, wicks, long wicks, I'm nervous, I'm scared, I don't know what's going on. Long wick, Now, what will happen is in the Renko, the move has to be sustainable. So this is actually it might lag and even cushion or even smooth out price. So, but the thing about it, if you're looking at that and you're like, oh wow, this is a full body blue candle, that's gonna mess with your mind. If you see it here, you're not going to be moved. Okay, so maybe this move here is this leg here, and this was kind of rough. Okay, so that's the dollar. So I'm gonna add another indicator. I'm gonna add stochastics. Okay. Now we just simply, you can add any added indicator to your Renko. And I love stochastics on the Renko. Oh my goodness, this is like chocolate cake with icing on top, and oh goodness gracious. And there you go. There's your stochastics. If you've got your uptrend set with a price break, and let's say you missed the move up. Let's say you missed the move up. Well, then you've got another chance to get involved in the trade. Yay, stochastics. You like that, Terry? Yeah, well, that's stochastics. It's going to pinpoint, it may lag a little bit, okay? But at least it's telling you, hey, is this coming down? We're looking for buyers to come in here, for new orders to come in, and we'll push price higher, okay? So that's what we're looking at. And now we see price went to an overbought condition. We don't take the sell signals. We could take the sell signals, but there are more blue bricks than red bricks. So we've got this move here until we see divergence, and that's a very powerful, intensely powerful signal that you can see clearly on Renko, because a lot of the, it's dampening. It's like, you ever seen the old commercials for Lexus when Lexus first came out? The guy was like cutting a diamond in the back seat of the Lexus, and the Lexus is bouncing off of like potholes and over dips and rough roads and bumpy, and he's able to, and I think Saturday Night Live did a comedy skit when a rabbi is actually doing a circumcision in the back in the back of the Lexus, right? Because it's so comfortable, and so it dampens the movement, or doing brain surgery in the back of a Lexus. Or think of Renko as like your Lexus. It's kind of dampening some of these moves, and when it does, it allows your indicators to be a little bit more reliable. Okay. And a little bit more, so look at the stochastics divergence. We have a high, we have a high here. It's a 79.11 or 79.71. A second high is 79.71, right? But look at the stochastics. We have negative or bearish stochastics divergence, clear as day. The dog is barking. Woof, woof, woof. Hey, guess what? Bears are coming. The bears are coming. Warning. Danger, Will Robinson. Danger. Trendline break. Divergence. Break below the moving average. I mean, you've got every reason to sell, Mortimer. Sell. This is like trading places, right? And then, and I'm going to do some videos on divergence and things like that. And their workshop videos, a little bit more advanced. This is stuff that we're looking at making money. I'm not talking about theory. I'm not talking about possibilities. I'm telling you about stuff battle tested. I've been trading for 20 years and looking at price action, and I'm excited about Renko. And so this old dog can learn some new tricks. Okay. So look at that coming back down, maybe to some demand zone areas right there. Okay, Matt from the United States wants to see Kiwi dollar, most certainly. Oh, you want to see? Oh, it tells me now. Well, we're in oversold, but remember, price can remain just like here, remain overbought for a long period of time. Thank you for your question. I love you. Love your questions. Yeah, 13 EMA. Jerry asks, Greg, what EMA is that? That is a 13 EMA. Yes, it is, sir. And again, so good to see so many familiar faces in the room. Great to be with you guys. And then, so here we go. Here's our, again, we're going to focus on this right now. We've got this. Notice how we now, Holger, did you find the Renko video that showed me how to set up on MarketScope? Did you find that gray? Did you find that, Holger? If you go to my YouTube channel, and I could walk you through the YouTube channel. If you, okay, let me go. Let me do that. There's a video, and let's go. Okay. Greg McLeod YouTube. Yeah, don't you bookmark your own YouTube channel? No, I don't watch it. Just, anyway, I'm trying to get this channel artwork to work, and I'm embarrassed. I have not been able to get it going. You found it? Okay, great. Okay, just get it out there so people can can get channel videos. Okay, and we can scroll down. You found the rank. You know what? It's the great. You found it because blah blah blah. Oh yeah. Okay. So you found it. Okay. Cool. Yeah. Cool. So you found it. Cool. That's the one. Yeah. A number of videos have been set to private for some reasons. Anyway. Yeah. Watch that video, Chuck. And great to see Chuck in the room. We got to see Chuck in person. We did a coaching session in Houston, Texas, in H-Town, and that was great sharing with him. And he's a great trader, one of my students. So great to visit them in person. I do stuff online through Skype, but I always jump at the opportunity to be able to meet you in person and do a live training with you. Okay. So what's telling me now? Oversold. Now, just like we have overbought here, and prices continue to move higher. If you took this as a sell signal, you got messed up because price kept going higher and higher and higher. Dog is barking, roof, sell. Finally, it broke down, okay? But you lost a bunch of money. So divergence is never a reason to get into a trade. Overbought or oversold is never a reason to enter or exit a trade. We want to see price confirmation. Price is everything. Price, maybe I'll call it PIE, P-I-E. Price is everything, right? Trend line break here, and I got a nice trend line webinar that I do, premium one, 2 hours of instruction, or an hour and 45 minutes, and also the support and resistance, the supply and demand zones. Is we have a 2 video set that you can purchase as well. And again, you get what you pay for when you got a lot of free education out there, and you're watching the same webinar about support and resistance, and it's at 7 a.m. or 8 p.m. from the broker. Remember, there's no financial incentive to give you anything that's better than a Big Mac, okay? But if you want filet mignon, you might have to pay a little bit more. But guess what? You will have results because it's, that's you know me. Green arrows, that's my name. I show people the green arrows. So here is your in fact, I was interviewed by Top Trader and also interviewed by Sean Overton, and I've got a number of traders who are doing very well. And no, they can do that on their own. Okay, they can watch that on their own. Thank you. Okay, because I want to focus in on content. Here we go. This is an oversold area. I'm gonna make that red. Okay. I'm gonna make this red. Okay. So this is just like this area here. Price can continue to drop, even though Stochastics is an oversold situation. Okay. So when we start seeing divergence, where we keep making new lows in price, but higher lows in the indicator, that's when we want to worry. Now, I'll give you a hint, and this is from my video, my supply and demand zone video, which Holger popped a link to the registration if you would like to purchase that. Now, remember, they're charging people $10,000 and $15,000 OTA is for learning that. And it's real simple. I think Jerry got the video, and I think Chuck's got the video, and the number of you guys already got the video already. But it's like, look, price is going to come down to this area, and we expect for price to come into the zone, and actually this we look for a price to rally back out of the area. Okay, so we're looking at this area to hold, and then support and resistance zones in Renko. Golly, put these two together. I haven't done a video on that. That'll be very powerful. But it's stuff that you're not going to, there's not a financial incentive to teach you guys stuff that's going to make you make money. And it's easier for you to get stopped out, and they can take the stop, right? So there you go. So there you go. We got this nice break. We're coming down to support, and we're looking at you can look at the bundle link too. So I'm looking at these areas, Jerry, these little nubs as support areas. And like I said, this is like the old Reese's Peanut Butter Cup commercial. Gee, you've got chocolate, I've got peanut butter, put them together, and what do we have? We have a Reese's Peanut Butter Cup, right? So we got Renko on one hand, supply and demand zones, put them together, and you've got something really intensely powerful. But I don't want to talk about that now. Okay, I just want to basically show you how to identify trend using Renko. And you can use regular charts. You say, well, Greg, this Renko stuff is a little foreign to me. I'm not feeling it. Use Renko as an indicator. Sometimes I'll just have Renko off to the side as an indicator. And I don't use my traditional, I'll use my candlestick charts. I'll drop down to maybe 1 hour chart, okay? And, okay, this looks a lot different, right? Okay. And I'll drop down. See, now these kind of look alike, but it's not based on time. It's based on price action. A lot of the price action is happening on the hourly chart. So you're going to see some of this type of, now look at the congestion zone here. This is what you have, just 2 bars here. Okay. So you might see some, oh, this is an hourly chart, but I don't trade off the hourly chart. It's based on pip movement. Okay. So how about trading with shorter, Dr. Naveen? Let me just get, you have a question, sir? He says, how about trading with shorter Renkos like 5 minute and 3 pips or 1 minute pips? You know what you can do? See, let's even look. If you look at a 5 minute chart, let's take a look. Okay. So here's our 5 minute chart, and we have 12 pips. So let's say we were to create. Okay, in fact, I'm going to walk you through. Let's see if we do a lower time frame. Let's go to. Okay, we're on a 12 pip brick. We probably need to go down to maybe a 5 pip brick, and I'll show you how to do that. So create a view. Okay, so Chuck, you might want to pay attention. You guys, you don't have to watch the video because I'm actually going to create a new one for the shorter term chart, because see, once you establish the brick, you can't change it, that I know of, unless they've done something recently. Unless they did an update. So, no, I don't know how to do that. So I'm going to create a new one. That way, you guys who have just come into the room, you'll see how I create this. So use create a view. No, you can't change. You tried it, Han. Thanks. Han Solo. Han Solo is a master trader, along with Chuck. And we've got a few of my gang in here. Create a view. So you create a view. Go and click Renko candles. Okay, this will create a world where Renko can operate. Okay, once you do that, click OK. Now, period. Now, brick size, we're going to leave it maybe an hour because that's going to determine like the amount of data we download. Brick size, let's do a maybe a 5 pip brick. Okay, is that what you want to see, Naveen? Shorter Renkos like 5. Okay, so we're gonna go 5 pips. Okay, we could do 3, 2, but let's do 5. Okay, and let's go ahead and do OK, and that's the euro. And click OK. All right. So there we go. This is now. I'm gonna drop this down to a 1 minute chart. Oh, and let's see what happens. Okay, there we go. So there we go. This is so now that each brick, and let me go ahead and type this out for you guys. And man, we're running out of time. We never have enough time. But you guys are great audience. Again, oh my God, I'm gonna cry because it's just a family reunion. I'm seeing names that I haven't seen since April, since I left FXCM. So great to see. I'm glad you guys came out. And please, come to visit me at Forex Paydays. Free chat room. Register for our chat room. You can come to talk to me. I'm probably up 24 hours a day chatting with people. In fact, before me, let's see who's in my room. Is anybody in there? Is anybody in our room? Okay, in our trading room. Hello. Oh wow, I just made it too big. Okay. Whoa. Okay. Hey. Oh, who's that? Somebody said something. Hey, Nancy. Yeah. Yeah, great to see you too. So there's a room. Hey, we got Carmine in there, and there's Holger and Steve. Hey Steve, why aren't you in the Renko webinar, Steve? He's wandering. These guys are wandering around here, and so we've got it's pretty active all time. Dr. Danny Banford Wilson from Australia is in there, and so we've got a real active gang there. It's free. It's not $2.99, but it's free. Okay, so okay, back to your question. You know me, guys. I digress, and I'll start getting sentimental. All right, Euro, and I want to compare. There we go. Dr. Naveen, you are brilliant. Brilliant. Here we go. There's our sideways consolidation, breakout, and it's like, now you can see we're getting some chop here. So what we're probably going to do is look at, I'm going to call it a resistance area. But actually, we might have a supply zone here that's been taken up, and then price may just move right through this 2570 here and keep going higher. Now, on this side, you can see, look at this trend, very smooth. 2 blue bricks get long, 2 red bricks get out. This is a simple rule. Somebody could program that for me, right? 1, 2 blue bricks, I'm long. Oh, money. Okay. Here, this is where chop comes in, and we're seeing some chop. Okay, but we could probably figure after a period of a trend, this is some type of maybe a bull flag, some type of flag pattern, right? This is our flag pull, flag, breakout, fall back, retest the zone, and maybe an extension to new highs, higher lows. But you can see all this stuff without having to, be kind of scared by, if you want to, for old time's sake, can we just get long? Can we help a brother out? And we can see if we can get to this old level of resistance there, right? Pip and run style, and that's what we continue to do. But nice, we broke a high, and maybe we look for some type. We can put fibs on here, okay? We can put some Fibonacci on there, We can speak fib. We can use any type of system, or we use Gann, Fibonacci, ABCD, anything that you're kind of used to doing. Okay, look, we've got a little pullback, extension target, 100% expansion, 125.97. Oh, breakout to the north side, baby doll, get paid. Woot woot. Can I get a woot woot? Kala. Okay. 3.2 pips. Here we go. Rallying. And see, we haven't gotten a new brick yet because we haven't gone the 3 pips. We should get a new brick fairly soon, 3.8, and why not? All this stuff. Oh, can you get us out? Oh my goodness, I got slipped. Oh, they still doing their stuff, right? Got slipped on that one. Did you see that? As soon as I moved my cursor to that, you wonder about that stuff, huh? It's okay. Oh, and it decides. Oh, look at that! Oh my goodness gracious! Look at that breakout. North side. Okay. 0-0 will be okay. Whoa, look at that. So we had the FOMC meeting, right? FOMC. And okay. That was FOMC. Okay. And wow, look at the pullback. Pullback and reversal. Wow, look at that. Wasn't that nasty? So this FOMC, the minutes have been released. Okay, and let's take a look at some other currency pairs. Well, I think this is going to come back. I think very volatile. We get some higher lows in MACD, and so this is pretty interesting. But notice how, see now, this is actually good. I want you to see this. Renko has not made a new brick. Okay, that's the danger here. okay, of using this. Like, this is a news event, and I caution you, this is a caution on Renko not to do it during news events, because look, we have gone several pips to the upside, about 30 pips north, and we did not see price get there. Okay, we did not see price move in that direction. You know why? Because it takes a minute for a new Renko bar to form. In real-time Renko, we would have had there. Oh, see, and there you go. So now we've got see how we've got those bars that showed up, and that's the issue or the problem or the fly in the ointment when we're using Renko with. I would describe this, but we've never got it on film to show you the difference. So this is actually, I know this is like a horrible trade to get long, and was long and got out, right? And right at the FOMC meeting. However, you can see that since the Renko is not real time but delayed by 1 minute, all those bars got thrown up after the fact when 1 minute elapsed. And that is why, and if you're sitting back waiting for your stop to be hit, you're out of the trade, and these bars have not recorded. So if you're using MarketScope, be careful. Don't use this around news or any vol. And that's why the scalping. I'm glad you even brought that question, because if you were scalping with this during news, and it takes a minute for your because right now from where I'm sitting. This is still a long, However, you're looking over here, you're just freaking out. I'm down 37 pips. This has not moved. Okay. So now you know the inherent drawbacks of Renko. Now, we'll see it. We'll give it another minute. Let's see if another bar forms. Do we get a stream of red bricks after it? Because we're down 41 pips on the Renko. Again, now if you were to do real-time Renko, I'm going to show you a couple of places where you get real-time Renko. Okay. And but the thing it's this one. TradingView is free. TradingView is free, and let's I'll put EUR USD. You launch the chart. And it's free, but okay, here's Renko. But it's only on the daily chart. Okay. See, 40 pips still no red Renko. See, the chart didn't update, and that's I would get the complaints. People say, Greg, I got this Renko. I was scalping, and I said that is the issue, because it's not real time. So it doesn't, ordinarily when that price move happened, as soon as those pips were made, new bricks should have been out, and they were, and they're not. And so there are people that have made lots of money with Renko, and there's some people who have lost big time too using that type of Renko. So if you could get real-time Renko and scalping, I think it's a beautiful thing. But what you saw back here is exactly the issue. And again, if you're a trader, you want to show I'm a winner all the time. But if there's a problem and you do the Renko and you don't, you're going to get hurt, and it's not going to be nice. So that is that's the only charting package I know that is free. You can this is free. TradingView. Let me pop this in the chat box. I'll pop that in there, and it's free. However, it's only end of day. It's only daily. And if you're in a day trader, this is great. 2 green candles get long. Woohoo! 2 red candles. 2 red candles here in this system. 35.94. You got short, and we're at 123. You're good. And now look, you've got a green candle there. Maybe you have stopped yourself out and say, hey, if I see a green candle, I get out. But look at that long red move that you would have gotten. So that's now if I change time frames to like a 1 hour, okay, then there you go. It's $19.95 a month. It's a premium service, and no, thank you. I mean, eventually I'm going to do that because I want to get back into Renko. I just we're just getting the service getting started. We opened our doors in August, and so we're going to start adding Renko and some other things as people have interest. I see there was a lot of people interested in this webinar, so that tells me that you guys are Renko fanatics, and we should have some more Renko sessions like this on a regular basis, maybe next week. So that's what we're looking at. So here now, Esignal is another one. Again, if you already have Esignal, you say, I got Esignal, but I don't really use it. Esignal and Renko. There's a plugin for Renko, and I think you can say they have point and figure, Kaji, and they have Renko in Esignal. So if you have Esignal, you can find out more about real time there. And then you might do if you're using an MT4 platform, just type MT4 and Renko, and there are several EAs, there's scripts that you can use. Okay. And I think maybe Forex Factory has some too. And so there you go. You can. I'll go ahead and give you that link too. So these are some other resources that you can use to find some Renko as well. Okay. Now, again, if you want to stay in contact with me, you can always email me at greg@forexpaydays.com, and let me know how I can help you. If you're struggling, if you're trading, you need some help, I give people a free 30-minute consultation. Payday.com. Paydays. So we have one Paydays. Okay, and let me take you out to the website too. And okay, forexpaydays.com. Okay, and there's our website there. You go there, and you can join our group. It's free to join our chat room, and you can join our affiliate program where I have courses and things that you can for sale that you can make some money, a little extra money on. But I want to show you the testimonials of people who I've been working with. Iris has there's some great testimonials of people who have benefited and who are either full-time traders. And I figure, hey, if I'm helping these people, why not? It's very and you can find out some more reviews here. These are some more recent ones too, from Chris and Idris. One of the ones. This is 30 minutes. I'll read you a short. This is Tracy. Tracy was she came in second in the top trader contest. She did a 30-minute free session with me, and then she did some other sessions with me. And this guy, Barry, I love him. I talked to him on the phone, just losing, and then he made 14 trades, 5 losers, and he made 49.3 pips. He said, "You already changed my way of thinking." And he's 68 years old and need to supplement my income. Like you mentioned below, I can do this. I will find a way to do this. I want to be your disciple, Barry. Okay, that really touched me. I brought me to tears because he's 68, he's retired, and my parents are retired too, and you need some real help out there, not just people talking about the markets, but people that can actually help you. And I believe I can help you. Register for a 30-minute consultation. Email me, and I'll talk to you for 30 minutes, and we'll help you. We'll analyze. I have a simulator where I walk you through trades, and we ask you questions. What would you do here? What would you do here? What would you do here? Just like a personal coach you have in athletics, that's what I do. I walk you through the simulator training and ask you questions to help confront your beliefs about trading and help you reach higher levels. Okay, so with that, we're gonna finish up, let you go, and I want to thank you for joining me for the Renko workshop, and we'll see you soon. Thanks so much, and you have a great day. Cheers. Bye bye.